Welcome to Thursday. This is the Gazette Morning Update featuring the Paxton Herald. And to slate it, it's Thursday, April 5th, 2018. This hyper-local newscast is brought to you by the folks over at Consolidated Insurance Services. Look for the Erie Insurance sign at 6109 6109 Jonestown Road, Paxtonia. David Jones heads up that agency and is a great backer of Linglestown Gazette and the Gazette Morning Update. Also, supporting the broadcast are 105th Legislative District candidates, Democrat Eric Epstein, and Republican Adam Klein. Good morning, Tim McCarthy. Hope you're doing well today. On the mend over there at over in the West Shore. On the West Shore. Oh my gosh. Come back to the East Shore. So again, today features the Paxton Herald, but we got business to do before then. First, a quick look at the weather, brought to you by the Fat Man Clothing Company. I have the good old fleece on today. I gravitate toward it. You know, not that I have to wear it, but I like it. I mean, it's very comfortable. It fits well. It's a medium size, $35 item. They come in black and at times. Anthony Cristillo, the great clothier over there in Colonial Park, has them in gray as well. I'm really hoping to get a gray one as well. But the weather today, right now in the village of Linglestown, the station that we have here for Linglestown Gazette is reporting 33 degrees. And we're going to be going up to a high today of 46, only a 20% chance of precipitation. So we're pretty much free and clear. I'm hoping to get out running this afternoon, if that really matters. Look for me, right? Don't run over me, all right? Tonight, a 50% chance of rain/snow showers late, low of 32. And tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 58. I like that number, 58. So that's your look at the weather. Not too bad as compared to recent days. We'll take it. We'll take that for sure. What else do I have on the agenda here? Just a quick check. I better open up the gate and let the guy out. There he is. I hear him coming. The Watchdog scene. Let me get over there to the Lower Paxton Township website. And the Watchdog is looking forward to April 28th, the annual chili cook-off and car show and kids yard sale. That's going to be April 28th, and there's a deadline. Tomorrow is the deadline, a registration date of April 6th. I believe, let's see, let me just take a look at the registration form here quickly. If it's going to show up, I'm not going to be able to sort it out here, but I will endeavor to link it up so that you can check that out. If you want to participate, you may want to register. Put a big mark there, chili cook-off, car show, and kids yard sale, April 28th. So that I wanted to let you know. And I also wanted to acknowledge a couple things. There are people. A lot of people affiliated with the township are volunteers. They're volunteer appointed officials who don't get paid, who participate in various ways at the township. And at the beginning of the month, we have several groups that fall into that category. On Wednesday, the Arts Council met, and also the Park and Recreation Department or Commission met. So these are advisory groups to the supervisors, okay? Good morning, Becky Ryder Kraft, reporting in from Dauphin, the northern border of Central Dauphin School District. Thank you for checking in this morning. And then tonight we have another volunteer group. The Lower Paxton Historical Committee will be meeting at 6 o'clock. We went over that yesterday. Check out yesterday's show if you want details on that. And also, the last thing on the Watchdog scene, my brief article about Lower Paxton Township supervisors awarding a $17 million, get that folks, $17 million contract for solid waste and recyclables, the collection of that. They awarded that to Waste Management. All the details are on Linglestown Gazette's webpage and Facebook page if that's something you care about. It is a pocketbook issue, and I think just the way the market is, it turns out that we're in pretty good shape. We're not going to be paying really over the course of the 5-year contract. I don't think we're going to pay any more than we are right now over the course of it. Very, very close. So it's a wash. But read about it on Linglestown Gazette. That's why we're here. The Penn Live, I offered it to them. They weren't interested. No problem. We'll put it on Linglestown Gazette. That's why the Gazette exists. So you know what's going on in your local government, including Central Dauphin School District. We didn't report on them this week. They didn't have a school board meeting. So that pretty much does it for the Watchdog. Let's move over to, sports. The sporting world today. Central Dauphin High School sports, that's what we land on. Good morning, Joe Murphy. Hope you have a good meeting tonight. I won't be able to attend, but if you would, before we get into sports, Joe, if you would put down, what is the historical presentation tonight? What are people going to hear about at the historical presentation part of your meeting? That's what I'd like to see, if you can type that in as a comment. On the sports scene, big game today in lacrosse, boys lacrosse. I'm not fully up to speed on this, but Coach Bob Miller for the CD Rams says that their matchup this evening with Lower Dauphin, the Lower Dauphin Falcons, I believe, at Landis Field in Colonial Park, 7 o'clock, is a big game. So I don't know if they're rivals, whether they match up well, I don't know, but a big, big game. If you want to check out high school lacrosse, head over to Landis Field, 7 o'clock. And you know what, folks? One more time, it didn't happen. I did not start the darn countdown clock. I'll put one up here. We'll say 10 minutes. I don't know. I think I've been going 5 minutes. We'll put down 10 minutes. And hopefully that works out. I have no way of knowing at this point where we're at in this process. 10 minutes. That's what we'll go with, all right? Again, Joe Murphy, if you're watching, listening, just let me know what the historical presentation is this evening. I'm very curious about that. Also on sports, let's get to this. The baseball team will be in action. They've been having a very, very hard time with the weather, but they're playing Cedar Cliff. The Cedar Cliff Colts, their first conference game is today, 4:15 this afternoon at the high school athletic complex in West Hanover Township. All right, so we'll see what happens with the Rams on that game. Let me just see here. Cedar Cliff comes into the game with one conference win. They were 1-0. Central Dauphin's coming into the game having no conference games. They lost one non-conference game so far. But Cedar Cliff took it to Carlisle. They won 10-3 back on March 27th. And that shows you how many days have gone by without these teams playing. So there you go. Baseball, 4:15 today at Central Dauphin High School. What else do I have here? Oh, yes. See if I can find it here. AllStar Basketball will be happening in the greater Linglestown area Friday and Saturday at Harrisburg Christian School. It's a Pennsylvania versus Maryland All-Star bonanza of basketball, and I'll see if I can get a link for that. Joe Gilloway, Linglestown Gazette sports director, will be announcing 6 of the 9 games. So if you want to meet Joe, get his autograph, get a picture taken with him. Our sports director is a local celebrity. You can do that at the All-Star Basketball games at Harrisburg Christian School. Look for a link on the show notes for this show. So that brings us to our featured content for today. Linglestown Gazette. Morning, Bill. Okay, yeah, good morning, Joe. I was just prompting people to go to the AllStar Basketball games, plural, at Harrisburg Christian School to get a selfie with you, get your autograph, and just to shake your hand as a local celebrity in the sporting world. Joe Gilloway, our sports director. All right, let's move over to our featured content, and that is, of course, the Paxton Herald. I got my trusty Paxton Herald. I'm a subscriber. I support the Paxton Herald. I once was a detractor. I thought it was really not so great a paper. Some of the stuff's questionable, but it is a local treasure, folks. The front page, top story. In Susquehanna Township, there is no sunshine. Well, they're not referring to the sunshine coming from the sky. They're referring to the local government over there. They're planning on having a series of meetings. There's a possibility, I'm not saying they are, but the possibility they may be violating the Sunshine Law for open government here in Pennsylvania. So we'll be taking a look at that. Honestly, I will, because that's part of my job with the with Penn Live, helping them out. Also, new federal courthouse is a go. Jobs, new businesses, residential housing, and more will be bonanza for area. I'm talking about the new federal courthouse going in at Riley Street and 6th Street in Harrisburg. That's right across Riley Street from the Bethesda Mission. If you know Bethesda Mission, that's right where this new courthouse is going to be going in. Construction potentially will start in 2019. Below the fold, we have, hey kids, grab your fishing rod and reel. Second Youth Trout Day is April 7th. So Youth Trout Day, April 7th. Apparently, the trout season opens for good on April 14th. And then some news about Representative Ron Marsico is sponsoring gun law meetings and hearings at the state capitol April 9th through 12th. Read about it in the Paxton Herald. All right. And also, lastly, as far as the front page, Linglestown Community Garden Club meets on Wednesday, April 11th. Now, let's dig into this thing. Let's see what we got. The editorial, Annette Antone, longtime editor for the Paxton Herald, is talking about Black Lives Matters this week in her editorial. Check that out, would you? I've been threatening to go someplace. This is the legal notices section, and really, I tell you, if you read the legal notices section, it's like you can learn all kinds of stuff, about the area and what people are doing and who's getting divorced and whose parental rights are being given up and whose stuff is being sold. Well, there's at Route 22 Store at 6740 Allentown Boulevard. They're going to be selling the contents of one of their storage units. Sad to say, Susan Ryan and Charles Johnson Jr., unit number 436 will be up for sale, as well as unit number 1034. This is Monday, April 9th at 1 o'clock. I'm going to circle that. I want to go out and see how that works. Maybe get some live video. Live video of how they sell off the contents of these things. Now, there are shows on cable TV, I know, but, why not check it out locally, right? So that there really isn't any governmental action here to report in the legal notices, but that's an interesting one there with the storage unit sale. Paging my way through section 1, trying to find my next marker. All right, drive-through chicken barbecue this Saturday at St. Thomas United Church of Christ, just east of the village. That kicks off at 10 o'clock, and they have their famous drive-through pickup. You don't even have to get out of the car. You just drive right up, get your chickens, off you go to eat them wherever you want to. April 14th, in nearby Mount Laurel, the nearby Mount Laurel Church is having a spaghetti dinner. Okay, that's in the Paxton Herald. New Love in Christ Church, that's behind Carnes Food here in Lower Paxton Township. On Saturday, they're having their breakfast buffet is back, it says. That starts from 7 to 11 a.m. Adults, $8. Ages 5 to 11, $4. If you're under 4, can go there free. So the breakfast buffet returns to New Love in Christ Church this Saturday. I've eaten there. It's a good deal. It really is. And also, I took time to figure this out. The Sunday breakfast buffet at Linglestown American Legion is back in action this Sunday from 8 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. I couldn't find the times the last time I looked at it. And it features deluxe made-to-order omelets by the chef. Chef Michael Lawyer, I believe it is. Chef Extraordinaire. Chef Extraordinaire. Pay attention, Joe Gilloway. Chef Extraordinaire. Michael Lawyer. How about that? All right, let's see. What else? Hey, got something here. And I found an error in the Paxton Herald. The Lower Paxton Township Arts Council dance canceled. That was scheduled for this Saturday at 7 p.m. And Section 2, the Paxton Herald's advertising for this dance. So it's like, oh, well, is it happening or is it not? I believe it is canceled. All right. And let's move on to Section 2. How are we doing with time? Time. Time never stops rolling, does it? 1 minute. 1 minute. Can I get through Section 2 in 1 minute? I have a few things marked. Central Pennsylvania Women's Chorus meets Monday nights in Colonial Park. Page 2 of Section 2. What else do we have here? We've got a few more things. Bocce Ball League, now forming in Lower Paxton Township. Find out about that. Section 2, page 6. Bocce Ball. Coons Park, I believe, is where they have the Bocce Ball court here in Linglestown. Bocce Ball headquarters, Linglestown, PA. Let's see. Capital area. No, that's for me. I think I have one more thing marked. Maybe not. That's it. Hey, we're done. Okay, we have 30 seconds to go in our 10 minutes. I don't know where we stand, but I'd like to thank everyone that stopped by. We did not get word on what the historical presentation was all about. Joe must have popped in and popped right out. That's fine, no problem. This is on the fly with not rehearsed, and that's how we roll. That is your daily dose of local yokel news. And there goes my darn timer. Thanks for stopping by the Gazette Morning Update, brought to you by Consolidated Insurance Services over in Paxtonia and PA House candidates Eric Epstein and Adam Klein. See you tomorrow. Hit the reset button. That's what we'll be talking about tomorrow.